Touches one along, but can't get out with it. Follow up from Markov. Very careful trying to play it a second time. Can't do it. Here's St. Louis moving in.
Blocked by Slavin. Sharp angle shot. The game to double overtime hero, Vincent Trocheck.
Now Panarin moves in. He shoots. He scores. He scores. Rangers. Rangers. Rangers win.
The waiting is over. The New York Rangers are the Stanley Cup champions. And this one will last a lifetime.
How's it going, everyone? The time has finally come. I'm going to bring the New York Rangers back to glory. We're going to end the drought, 31 years and counting. Ugh. Chris Drury, you were given a gift. You were given a gift, right? You were given a gift. You had the world on the string, but you couldn't handle it.
Cheers, mate. You!
What are you shouting at me for?
Because you, right, you had the world on a string, yeah? But you couldn't hold it together, so you up.
So we're going to do what Chris Drury seemingly cannot do, and we're going to bring the New York Rangers to glory. Let's jump into it. So here are some of my settings for this franchise mode. Owner mode, off. Fantasy draft, off. Salary cap, we'll keep that on. Let's keep it interesting. CPU trades, yes, we'll keep that on. Player morale, I hate this feature, but I do feel like it gives a little bit more of a storyline to it. We saw what happened last year with the Rangers. Bad morale will ruin a team. Fog of War, terrible feature, out. Head coach edits lines, I'm going to turn that off. And auto sign free agents and auto staff management, that is also off. Quick look at the settings that we'll be running with for this franchise mode. Hard difficulty, superstar difficulty for gameplay. We're going to be doing hard trade difficulty. I don't want to fleece any CPUs. And then so that I'm really, really involved with this, scouting, auto scouting will be off, and then auto staff management will also be off. Advanced settings, fully healed is the only time I'm going to get a warning, because if not, you'll get warnings all the time, especially with injuries. Minor league, I'll let the minor, you know what? I'm actually going to turn that off. So I'll be taking care of all the lines, both in the NHL and the AHL. Then pretty normal. I didn't really touch anything here. I didn't touch any of the sliders except for injuries. Injuries are down to 20. If you want me to raise them, I can raise them. So it is time. And I'm pulling a Mark Messier. I guarantee it. You know what? I give it 5 years. 5 years. 5 years. New York Rangers in this universe will win a Stanley Cup. Partially thanks to me, but also thanks to all of you just watching this. All right, we are loaded in. Let's take a look at some of the big things that we'll have to do. We're going to look at the lines. I'll edit them, both the NHL and the AHL. We're going to take a look at the contracts. We're going to sim to the regular season, but we're not going to play a game. I will play probably the season opener, and then for the most part, it will be simulating to the deadline. But I want to see if someone like Panarin or Schneider is interested in a contract extension and what that could look like. And we can also maybe mess around with some positions, see if there's a way to get Will Cooley on the first line, like in real life. So I'll mess around with that. I also have to sign Connor Sheary because he is on the Rangers in real life, but still a free agent in this game. So let me do that. So here's a look at the lines that we're going to be rolling with for this season. It's actually the same lines that are in real life. So we're going Bread, Troch, Loff on the first line, Cooley, Miller, Zibanejad on the second line, Sheary, Parsonen, Radish on the third line, and Edstrom, Carrick, and Matt Rempe on the fourth line. There is a player missing, Noah Laba. I don't know why he's not in the game yet, but that's okay. That's okay. We move on. Defense, we have Gavrikov, Fox, Susi, Borgen, Vakanainen, and Schneider. Doesn't matter what I do. These chemistry lines are brutal. Is what it is. Power play, we got Trocheck, Panarin, Fox, Lafreniere, and Miller. And then we got Matt Rempe. Zibanejad, Cheery, Schneider, and Cooley on power play 2. Here's the 4-man power play: Miller, Panarin, Zibanejad, and Fox, and Trocheck, Loff, Cooley, and Gavrikov. Penalty kill is interesting. Trocheck, Miller, the two buddies playing together on PK1 with Gavrikov and Fox. Carrick and Rempe together with Borgen and Soucy on PK2. And then we got Mika and Cooley with Schneider and Vakanainen on PK3. Igor and net, $11.5 million against the cap. Oh boy, oh boy. He's worth it though. I'm just gonna come out and say it. He's worth it. He's worth it. He would be okay. Well, he's worth it. What, the cap's gonna go up, guys. The cap's gonna go up. Let's head on over to Hartford and take a look at the AHL. So there's a handful of players that I will try my best to do what no other Rangers GM has done, and that's develop. Ottman, still not giving up on you, buddy. You're 22 years old. Medium top 9 potential. If he does not grow by the deadline, he will get traded. It's my guarantee. Even if it's just a throw-in, he deserves playing time. He deserves greener pastures. Hate to watch you go, but might be time. Then we got Brett Berard centering the number 1 line. Same thing. I really want to grow him, and I got to find a way to not have him playing anywhere but the first line in the A. So he'll be centering. He is not great, but 64 face-offs will not be great, but we'll take a look at it at the end of the year. I'm guessing over under 40% at the dot. I'm going to go under, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe he makes it in. Maybe we have to sell, and then he just ends up playing left wing for the big club by the time it's all said and done. And then Gabe the Babe, right wing. This first line, really, really, really looking forward to growing it. Brendan Ottman, Brett Berard, and Gabe Perreault. Really looking forward to growing these guys. There's the next generation of Rangers, so they're going to get a lot of playing time, and you'll see that in a second. We are strictly looking to develop these players. It is not at all about winning games in the AHL. So we got Berard, Brisson, Ottman, Morrow, and Perreault on power play 1. Guess what? Power play 2. Guess what? 4-man power play. Guess what? 4-man power play 2. These guys need to be on the ice nonstop. I give them a little bit of a break on the penalty kill, but the whole idea here is to make sure that they are on the ice as much as possible. All right, so that is a look at the lines. Let's hop into morale. I want to talk to Braden Schneider, see if maybe he'd be willing to buy into line number 2 and also switch sides. Hello, GM JT. What would you like to discuss on ice play? Let's discuss some on-ice tactics for your game. What do you have in mind? Position. What do you propose? I can try and make it work. Left defense. Oh, yep. Braden Schneider, team player. No doubt about it. We knew that all along. And the other thing that I'm gonna hope that he'll do is buy into... No, he will not buy into scheme fit. What do we do with Schneider? He's overall wise the second best defenseman on the Rangers. We do have him in the top 4. Let's do this and just let's switch it up and see what happens. I'm fine with that. All right, so one more thing that we have to do before we head into the regular season is take a look at contract extensions. Me personally, I'm a little nervous, and I'm not going to give in. I will not give in. My goal is to make sure that if I am giving out any of the clauses that are in this game, it's to greatly, greatly, greatly drop the price. So let's hop in there. Oh, big news, big news. All right, Artemi Panarin and Braden Schneider both want contract extensions. Now the question is, will they be gentle? Only one way to find out. Let's hop on into it. Panarin's asking for 10-4 for 3 years, full no movement clause. I'll bring him with 37. I did say this team will win in 5 years, though. That's the window. 5 years is the window. What does he want for 5 years? He's not dropping at all. I'm thinking if I can get him at 8.75, 3 years, at a reduced no trade clause, that only gives him 8 teams that he can get traded to in year 3.
Well, we're waiting.
Okay, now let's take a look at Schneider. Again, keep in mind in this game, he is literally the Rangers' second best defenseman. 3 years, I mean, we could open a 3-year window and then readjust. What does 8 years look like for Schneider? I want to kind of, I don't know if I want to give him 7.2. 3 years, it brings him to UFA, but he can't get a no move clause. I don't know. That's interesting. Is there anyone else that needs an extension? Let's see. Susie, no. You might get traded even if we're the best team in the league.
You suck!
All right, guys. I know I said that I would sim to the regular season, but again, with EA and the franchise mode, sometimes even those couple days can change the pricing. So I want to know, what are your thoughts? Should I sign Schneider and Panarin to those extensions? Should we wait? Should we see how the team does come trade deadline and then have those conversations about trading them? What do you think we should do? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.